Okay, I'm now in an area that sells amulets, and that's something like my, oh, pretty. And you can see a whole pile over here, but here's a man who knows his amulets, some of which can be extraordinarily expensive, so he's investigating these with a magnifying glass. Very much like a coin collector looking for something rare in a pile of random coins. These look like something that I've seen in Egypt. Something similar to this was used as I think a burial token, if you will. There's a certain name for that. But like the fool that buys anything that they don't know anything about in the assumption that it's all the same. What you pay for anything within these stacks depends on what your knowledge is. Mine's zero. Guess what? You see how pretty and small and intricate these are. And people will carry one or more of these to protect them from dangers, to do anything that people use amulets for, regardless of their religion. Now I have no idea where I'm going, except that I'm wandering deeper into this area. We'll go towards the river, the guidebook suggests. And that there are also herbal apothecary shops here too. And this is what much of Bangkok off the main streets looks like. One can only imagine how ancient this wall is, and the tree that is both wrapping it and probably embedded in it. This tree, if it's the baobab, I'm not sure what it is, but it may well be iconic of Southeast Asia. Don't mind the filth, blah blah blah. It's another experience. Cats abound. They reproduce faster than the humans, methinks. And believe it or not, these are people's homes along through here. But I'm walking while I'm supposed to be here, not having a clue whether I'll get out. Pretty sure it will. This is a washing machine. I just got to the end of a little residential area. Somewhere here, though, I can find a place where I can walk straight through. And what's this old building here? Perhaps of teak? Whatever that is, I don't know. Notice some tile work in here also. Here another expertise, coins. Sawadee krab. And as the guidebook says, you can also buy dentures here. I'm looking for the little row that'll take me to the left. Coins and little trinkets. I should buy an amulet here, just one of my little things. Whether these are rare skins or not, I don't know. More amulets. Some little trinkets and gewgaws for your home. When they tell you these are very old, then you know that you're being lied to, because the odds are, if you were knowledgeable enough, you'd know they were old. Some of the herbal apothecary type of things that you can buy here. Those wooden penises. They were at Lak Mueang, and we'll turn left here and go down through this alley, which theoretically is more talismans. Here there are hundreds of them. All nicely organized here. Here apparently is how you make Buddhas in today's world. And he's putting on some finishing touches of some sort. And then here the finished product. Decorate your home. And for those who are looking for a Buddha statue, you've died and gone to Buddha heaven when you show up at this shop. Here is everything, all the sizes you'd like. Probably all the designs you can imagine. Now tell me these don't look absolutely authentic. Okay, here's a close look at a Fantail boat. Put a giant engine on. So here's a close-up look at a Fantail. You just take a giant engine, automobile or truck engine, put a long shaft propeller on it, and then you pivot it right at that spot right there. And then when it goes down through the water, particularly where there's waves, it'll start kicking up a fan literally into the air. Notice the fish that come up here? Probably not very hard to catch fish. I don't know why. Must be the outflow probably from some of these shops. So the monk is feeding them, that's why they're here. It's somewhat of an irony, it seems to me. And if you want to learn about amulets, here you are. Antiques in general. Imagine with the years of this culture, how broad the realm of antiques is. And these are all amulets, I think. Yep. So the experts have a wide realm to wallow in. It must be an understatement to suggest that there are 1 million amulets in this shop, in this market here. And you wonder how anybody makes any money selling it. Very much like the produce market, except this stuff will last forever, much longer than the people selling it probably. So you wonder, again, how do they make money? There's just armies of this stuff.
How are you?
I am fine. How are you?
Fine, thank you.
It is warm today.
It's warm. It's for you, right? But for me,
For you, it's fine. Yeah, and there's a breeze, a little breeze. It's nice.
I like a little bit cold like this, not so warm.
Yes.
And this is change. So actually, this one is cold.
Cold today. Yeah.
Rain
Yeah.
and cold together.
On Monday?
One day.
One day. One day, yeah. Yeah.
Where you come from?
United America? I live.
เดี๋ยวในก่อนนะครับซื้ออาหารเดี๋ยวนั่งได้นะครับ
สวัสดีครับ Must have been interesting when it was first built. It's interesting now. And I think this is primarily a food court. I'm in one of the restaurant areas of the shopping amulet market. And this is what I ordered, a stir fry. I pick out the vegetables and I ask for chicken. I almost say the word correctly and then I just cluck like a chicken. Buck, 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 buck. And they laugh and they know what I need. And this tastes very good. Stir and fried in a wok. I'm gathering that this poor lady didn't even have a wheelchair available. All she was doing was sitting in that chair. She had about a quarter of the way into the middle of the street, and people got a wheelchair for her. Whether it's her own, I don't know. This is looking down the road I've just come up, which on the right is the huge market. Just about everything from here all the way down to that little bit of white that you can see, which is the Royal Palace wall that we were at the beginning of the morning. Now I'm going to go down here on Prachan Road and continue my walk according to the Lonely Planet walking. As I go down here, I'm going to go down to Lak Mueang, which are the royal fields, which are not very interesting looking, but if I were a little bit smarter, although it's warm, it's not terribly hot, I'd get over on the right side where I would be in shadow. So I will. While I'm walking through royal fields, which is anything but, could be a pretty arcade area, but it's not. Maybe it once was at one time. Maybe the trees were somebody's nice vision. Didn't turn out that way. Another view of the Royal Palace without the ugly royal field in the way, but you don't get too much of a view from here, of course. And I don't know what this monument to war is, but it's very European looking in the layout of classic cannon. Wonder where they were cast. European. Wonder what this pointy part was for. Unless it just gave you purchase trying to move it, but you didn't move this thing. I've just entered the compound of Lak Mueang. This is the first building on the right. And this is the rest of the compound. Here a very interesting portion at the top. That colorful light green. Again, the floral arrangement and serpents. Here, devotion is the real thing. That's what they come here for. Got a pretty little park area to sit in. Another temple building up here. One of those places where you do have to be careful not to violate the spirit of the place. You can smell the incense burning in there. This is the outer wall, one of the other entrances. And some, I think it's called zagas, something like that. They're protective entities.